What is up, YouTube fam? The surgeon Javier is back once again with another video. In this video, we're going to go to remove a broken front glass screen on a Galaxy S10 and replace it with a brand new Gorilla Glass screen. Thank you all for patiently waiting on this video. I really hope you guys enjoy the content that we created on this Galaxy S10. If you guys have any questions, comments, or suggestions, feel free to leave comments down below and we'll get to your questions as soon as possible. And if you do need any repairs, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to send you a prepaid label for you all to mail in your device to us. Once again, guys, we appreciate you guys' support and subscriptions. If you guys do like the following video, please subscribe. Thank you again for all your support, and we really hope you enjoy this video.
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. And then the seven, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup.
Alright guys, welcome back to the lab. This is the Samsung S10 that we are going to be working on. You can see that the screen is broken on the top right here, next to the front-facing camera. As mentioned, first thing we do want to do is go ahead and test the touch. Make sure the touch is fully working. Which here you can see in this case, touch is fully responsive. So the first step is we're going to want to go ahead and heat up the phone. Make sure that it does get nice and warm before we remove the back glass. Once we get the back glass off, it's safe to remove the back plates that are hiding the logic board and all the other small components. Okay, so the phone should be nice and warm. I am of course going to boot it down since I did forget that step. Make sure we turn it off. And we can begin removing the back glass. Alright, easy does it. Just like that. That was a pretty clean pull. Not much left behind to clean, which is great. I'll go ahead and hit the vacuum again and begin cleaning the bezels so we can remove all the glue for easy application once we get this put together. Alright, all the glue is removed. We can now begin disassembling the device. So we are first going to want to begin by removing the SIM tray. And then we can remove all the screws that are holding down the back plate together. Alright, everything is removed. We first do want to go ahead and kill the battery, which is right here. And it looks like there's a couple screws, about 3 of them, holding down the logic board. So we're going to want to go ahead and unscrew these 3. There's 1, 2, 3. So we'll remove those, and let's hope that none of them are cross-threaded in here like we had issues on our last video. If you guys didn't see our last video, one of these screws was actually cross-threaded and we had to drill it out. I'll put a link up on top, so if you guys do want to see that, you guys are more than welcome to check it out. We did struggle to get it out, but we were able to remove it successful. Just random things happen in this repair world, guys, so You know, when everything's going smoothly, there's always something that may pop up. Just keep that in mind. Alright, so the next few steps, we're going to want to go ahead and remove the battery, and then we're going to go ahead and remove the AMOLED display from this mid-frame bezel here. There we have her. She's nice and clean. Pretty clean separation. So we're going to want to go and let her cool down, and as soon as it's nice and cool, we'll go ahead and give her a test. But first I'm going to go ahead and clean out this mid-frame bezel. Let's clean this up so we can go ahead and set her back in and give her a test. So really hope you guys are liking our videos. We've been doing our best to get as much content out, and I've actually been thinking we're probably going to go ahead and create a video for every model. You know, there's a lot of series out there, so I think it would just be better for us to make a video for every model that is out for the Samsungs and iPhones. So we're going to go ahead and do Note 8s, the S8, S8 Plus. I can't believe which one of those that we did already, but just so you all can see that process in doing all this. And if you guys do like our videos, please subscribe. It means a lot to us, and it helps out our channel tremendously. So, you know, we are doing this as a hobby just to show you guys how this is done and let people know that this process can be done. And if you have any devices that need to be sent in to us, feel free to reach out to us. We'll send you guys a prepaid label, and that way you guys can get your device packed up and shipped to us, so we can get that bad boy back up and running. That looks good. Phone is starting, great. Let's go ahead and do the touch test. You guys can see that everything here is fully responsive. So that was a successful frame removal. Now on to the next step, which is going to be to cut off the glass from the display. I'm going to go ahead and put my initials on here like I always do, just so you guys know we are working with the same display. right, there we have her. So fresh and so clean, clean. A little bit of glue left on here, but I would say that was a successful cut. There she is, fully working. Okay, let's go and begin the next step, which is going to be clean the OCA from the AMOLED display. Okay, AMOLED is clean. Let's go on to the next step, of course, and test it, make sure everything's fully working. There you are. She is working. So now, of course, the next step is going to be to laminate the glass onto this AMOLED display. So let's go to move over to the next station and we'll finish up the lamination process. Alright guys, welcome back to the final step in repairing the front glass screen for the Samsung S10. What we're going to do here is we're going to laminate the OCA onto the glass, put it in an autoclave machine, remove any bubbles that are there, and then once that's completed, we're going to go ahead and laminate the OCA glass onto the AMOLED display. Alright, this step takes a few minutes. Once it's done, we'll go ahead and put it in our autoclave. Alright, laminating has finished. We're going to inspect this, make sure the OCA is all properly aligned. Which it's perfect. There is still a few little bubbles, if you notice here on the corners. I'm hoping you guys can see that okay. Pretty much on every little corner here, there exists some little bubbles. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put it in our machine as mentioned earlier. And that'll remove any kind of bubbles that exist. Alright, so the bubble removing process has finished. We'll go ahead and pull out the glass from our autoclave. I'm inspecting everything, make sure everything looks good, which it's perfect. Let me show you guys here on camera. You can see there are no bubbles. It's a little blurry, I apologize for that, guys. Alright, so we're going to want to first test the display before we laminate. Make sure it's working. And we tested it earlier, but we do want to test before every step just to confirm. Now you can see everything is working properly. Alright, so tested successful. Let's go ahead and set her in the laminating mold so we can apply it onto the glass. Alright, she's ready to go. We'll let this laminate for a few minutes and we'll be back and we'll see the final result. Alright, so she has finished laminating. We're going to want to go ahead and test the display. Make sure everything's fully working before we put it into the bubble removing. And there she is. We're going to do the touch test. So you can see everything is working properly. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in, get close up so you guys can see the little bubbles that I'm talking about on the top edges. So if you notice up on top, right here, and right there. So these two, there is none on the bottom, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and put in the autoclave, and that'll be our final bubble removing. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, so autoclave has finished. Bubbles should be all removed. We'll go ahead and open it up, inspect. And she looks cherry. No bubbles, which is what we like. Let me show you guys here real quick. You can see all those bubbles that were on the top right and left have disappeared. And let me show you guys here. This is the same display that we started with my initials here. So we're going to want to go ahead and do a final test. And this is going to wrap up our video, guys. Once again, we appreciate you guys checking out our videos. If you guys can, please subscribe. We're going to be pushing out videos for almost every model Samsung device that's out there, so you guys don't want to miss it. Alright, there she is. Booted up. Touch and everything is working. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's the Samsung Galaxy S10 repair. Phone Doctor is signing out. Cheers, guys.